Salutations, fellow adventurer! Oblivion Remastered just dropped, and let me tell you, I've been spending my hustler points like there's no tomorrow, and oh boy, what a game. I've never played Oblivion before, but this remaster? Phenomenal! The visuals are breathtaking, and the visual style is different from Skyrim, taking some visual cues from the MMO, but still keeping that unique, nostalgic charm. But hold up, I'm not here to perform a constant fellatio of this game for the next 20 minutes, even though I really could. No, I've somehow used every ounce of self-restraint to pull myself away and share some of my profound thoughts and opinions with you. Now, if you've played Oblivion, you know the deal. The key to leveling up is all about repetition. You cast that fireball 1,000 times, swing that sword endlessly, or just run around the countryside. Each time you do, you earn experience, and bam, you level up. But here's the kicker. Oblivion's system isn't just about video games, it's about real life. Want to get better at art? The same thing applies. Let's talk about how that works. Take Acrobatics in Oblivion for an example. As you level it up, your jump height increases, your fatigue decreases, and you take less fall damage. But how do you level up Acrobatics? You jump. A lot. Like a lot. And that's the meat and potatoes of this whole thing. Just like leveling up in Oblivion, you get better at art through practice. No shortcuts, no instant mastery. You need to repeat the basic actions, sketching, shading, and refining. Just like your character doesn't go from novice to master in one session, neither will you as an artist. Now, let's talk about the sneaky ways players grind in Oblivion. You know, the cheese mechanics. People figure out ways to level up fast, like sneaking behind rats, or jumping into roofs to grind acrobatics, or letting enemies hit you to level up your block skill. There's no shortage of ways to grind. So what's the art equivalent of that? Well, maybe you can cheese your art practice by working on the fundamentals at high speed. 2D art is massive, it's got infinite styles and techniques and subject matters, but you can break it down into key fundamentals that you can work on over and over to level up. Here are the core fundamentals you'll need to grind if you want to level up your skills. Now, you could try and master all of these, but let's be real, this will take years, possibly decades. Instead, focus on a few based on your goals. You're going to want to specialize, and just like choosing a class in Oblivion, such as Stealth Archer, Mage, Swordsman, there are art classes too. Let me break them down. Here's a breakdown from easiest to hardest, but let's be honest, none of these are easy, art will always be difficult. So choose wisely, young adventurer. Just like in Oblivion, you don't always have to follow your set class perfectly. There's nothing stopping you from experimenting. Maybe you can even make your own custom art class. I personally have chosen medieval fantasy character designer. So for me, the fundamentals I need to focus on are anatomy, shape language, color theory, and form. Secondary fundamentals include line, depending on my style, and light and shadow.
Really? I would never have guessed. Still, I don't think you'll have any trouble with rats and goblins.
Now that we've got our fundamentals locked in, it's time to start grinding. You know how in Oblivion you level up just by doing things over and over? Same deal with art. You want to improve anatomy? Start drawing figures, a lot of them. And I'm not talking about one sketch a day. Nah, we're going full throttle here. One method I love, set a timer, let's say 5 minutes for a torso study. When that time is up, move on to the next one, and do this for hours. We're not looking for quality here, we're going for quantity, we're grinding. And as we practice, we'll build muscle memory and start improving without even realizing it. To go even further than this, I can start a timer for 30 seconds and do a smaller scale sketch within that 30 seconds until I fill a whole page, or maybe even multiple pages, grinding to the absolute max. This will force me to break down the torso into simpler forms, which will be the byproduct of me leveling up my anatomy fundamental. While we're on the topic of repetition, let me tell you about a study by a pottery teacher. He split his class into two groups. One focused on making the perfect pot, while the other group was told to just make as many pots as they could. You know what happened? The students who focused on quantity ended up making better pots. They made mistakes, learned from them, and their skills shot up. What's the takeaway here? Well, it's not about perfection, it's about practice. The more you do, the better you get. And here's where it gets even more exciting. Studies show that repetition actually changes how our brain works. Every time you practice, your brain strengthens those neural pathways. You're literally leveling up your brain. And here's another thing Oblivion got right. Sleep. That's right, when you sleep after learning, your brain consolidates that information, making it easier to recall and apply the next day. So after your grind session, don't forget to get some rest. Your brain's leveling up while you sleep. But hey, Don't expect instant results. Just like in Oblivion, the progress is slow at first. But if you stick with it, you'll notice that over time you're leveling up in ways you never thought possible. Remember, patience is key. Progress may feel slow, but every repetition gives you closer to mastery. And here's the part I really love. The Oblivion system teaches us patience. In the game, your character doesn't become an expert overnight. You have to grind, repeat, and embrace failure to truly level up. It's the same with art. Think of some of the world's greatest artists. Do you think they just woke up one day and painted the Mona Lisa? No way. They practiced relentlessly, made countless sketches, and learned from their mistakes. And the same goes for you. It doesn't matter where you start. The important part is that you keep going. Each time you draw, you're improving. Your brain is leveling up your art skills, even if it doesn't feel like it right away. So next time you pick up your pencil, remember, you're not just drawing, you're leveling up. Every line, every shading, every practice sketch is making you a better artist. And just like in Oblivion, the more you repeat those actions, the more powerful you become. So don't worry about perfection. Embrace the grind. Keep practicing, and before you know it, you'll look back and realize just how much you've grown. Happy drawing, adventurer.